I'm not the kind of person who gets headache often, so I was surprised at that by myself. I wanted to say 自分でも驚いている. How do you say it?
That's a great question. To express zifen demo kangareteru. In this context, you can say, I was surprised myself, or even I was surprised. So your
Even I
full
was
sentence could be,
surprised.
I'm not the kind of person who gets headaches often. So even I was surprised. Or, I'm not the kind of person who gets headaches often, so I was surprised myself. Both are natural and commonly used. Would you like to practice saying the whole sentence? Or do you want to try another way to express surprise?
Myself. I was surprised. I was surprised myself. I was surprised myself. My my left eye feels weird, strange, uncomfortable. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with my left eye, and my eye is itchy and swollen. I can't stand. I can't stand the pain. I can't. I can't bear the pain. It's unbearable. It's unbearable. The pain is unbearable. I'm not the kind of person who gets headache often, so I was surprised myself. I'm not the kind of person I'm not the kind of person who gets headache often, so even I was surprised. I was surprised myself. Uh, Yesterday, my left eye was weird. My left eye feels strange, uncomfortable. There's something wrong with my left eye. It feels itchy and swollen, and I I I had a headache. I can't stand the pain. I couldn't stand the pain. I couldn't bear the pain. The pain was unbearable. I'm not the kind of person who gets headache often. I'm not the kind of person. I'm not the kind of person. I'm not the kind of person. I'm not the kind of person who gets headache often. I'm not the kind of person who gets headache often. So I was surprised myself. I was surprised myself. After I had long holidays, it's very hard to start the day as normal. So how do you say Long time, so maybe.
That's a good topic. If you want to express that it's difficult to get back to your usual routine after a long holiday, you can say, it's hard to get back into the swing of things after a long holiday. Or, it's tough to get back to my normal routine after a long break. Or, I find it difficult to get back on track after having long holidays. Would you like to practice making sentences with these phrases? Or do you want to try explaining your feelings in more detail? It's hard to get back into the swing of things after a long holiday. Or, it's tough to get back to my normal routine after a long break. I find it difficult to get back on track after having long holidays.
What's the mean the wing of things?
Great question. Actually, the phrase is the swing of things, not the wing of things. The swing of things means your usual routine or normal way of doing things. When you say, get back into the swing of things, it means to return to your regular habits or activities after a break. For example, after my vacation, it took me a few days to get back into the swing of things. It took a few days to feel normal and comfortable with my routine again. Would you like to practice using the swing of things in a sentence?
It's hard to get back into. It's tough to get back to my normal routine. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to get back to my normal routine after a long break. It's tough to get back to my normal routine after a long holiday, after a long break. It's hard to get back to my normal routine after a long break, after having long holiday, after having long holiday. It's very hard to get back to my normal routine after a long break, after having long holiday. It's very hard to get back to my normal routine after having a long holiday. My brain started working very good. My brain couldn't keep up.
That's a very natural way to express it. You can say, my brain couldn't keep up, or my brain couldn't catch up. Both are correct, but keep up is more commonly used when talking about routines or busy situations. For example, after the long holiday, my brain couldn't keep up with work. If you say catch up, it means you are behind and trying to reach the same level as...
Well, what's the meaning? My brain couldn't keep up with work.
Great question. My brain couldn't keep up with work means that your mind was too tired or slow to handle your usual tasks or responsibilities at work. Maybe you felt confused, couldn't concentrate, or couldn't finish things as quickly as usual. For example, after a long holiday, you return to work and feel like you can't think clearly or work at your normal speed. You might feel overwhelmed or forget things more easily. So, my brain couldn't keep up with work is a natural way to say your mind wasn't working as fast or as well as you needed for your job. Would you like to try making a sentence with this phrase? Or do you want to practice another way to talk about feeling slow or tired at work?
My brain couldn't keep up. My brain couldn't keep up with work. And you can think clearly or work at your normal speed. It's very hard to get back to my normal routine after having long holiday. My brain couldn't keep up with work. My brain couldn't keep up with work. Get back to the topic, my eyes. How do you say when I have red eyes? Brushed or red eyes?
Great question, Ari. When your eyes look red, the correct phrase is red eyes. You can say, my eyes are red, or I have red eyes. The word brushed is not used for eyes. If you want to be more specific, you can say bloodshot eyes. Bloodshot means the white part of your eyes looks very red because of tiredness, irritation, or illness. For example, my eyes are bloodshot from lack of sleep. Would you like to practice using red eyes and bloodshot eyes in sentences? Or do you want to learn other phrases to describe eye problems?
So when do you use the word brushed?
Good question. Brushed is not used to describe eyes. The word brushed is usually used when talking about something that has been touched lightly or cleaned with a brush. For example, I brushed my hair this morning. Used a hairbrush. The painter...
Sorry for my bad pronunciation. I wanted to say blush. B-L-U-S-H.
Thank you for explaining, Ari. No need to apologize. Your question is very clear now. Blush, B-L-U-S-H, is also not used to describe eyes. Blush is a word we use when someone's cheeks turn pink or red, usually because they feel shy, embarrassed, or sometimes from excitement. For example, she started to blush when everyone looked at her. His cheeks were blushing after the compliment. If you want to talk about eyes, you should...
When I talked in front of many people, my face was blushed.
Nice try, Ari. The correct way to say it is, when I talked in front of many people, my face turned red.
Red.
I blushed when I talked in front of many people. In English, we usually say I blushed or my cheeks turned red. We do not say my face was blushed. Would you like to practice making more sentences with blush? Or do you want to try another expression for feeling shy or nervous?
I blushed. I blushed. I blushed. My face turned red. My face is turned red. Blushed. Blushed. Every time I talk in front of many people, I blushed.
Great try, Ari. For a natural sentence, use the present simple for habits, or the past tense for a specific time. For habits, every time I talk in front of many people, I blush. For a specific event in the past, every time I talked in front of many people, I blushed. So, if you mean it happens often, use I blush. If you mean it happened before, use I blushed. Would you like to practice more sentences about feeling shy or nervous? Or do you want to talk about another topic?
I blushed. My face turned red. So I'm gonna review what I learned with you today. My left eye feels weird, uncomfortable, strange. There's something wrong with my left eye. So I took a medicine, but I couldn't stand the pain. I couldn't control the pain with medicine.
Excellent review, Ari. Your sentences are clear and natural. Here are a few small corrections to make them sound even more natural. My left eye feels weird, uncomfortable, or strange. There's something wrong with my left eye. So I took some medicine, but I couldn't stand the pain. I couldn't control the pain with medicine. Great job using the phrases we practiced. Would you like to review any other sentences, or is there another topic you want to practice?
In Japan, we had a long holiday last week, so it's very hard to get back to my normal routine, after having a long holiday. And my mind can't keep up with work.
That's a very natural and clear explanation, Ari. Here's a slightly more natural way to say it. In Japan, we had a long holiday last week, so it's really hard to get back to my normal routine. My mind can't keep up with work. You could also say, after a long holiday, it's tough to get back into the swing of things, and my mind can't keep up at work. Would you like to practice more sentences about returning to work after a break? Or do you want to talk about another topic?
I can't remember clearly, but there's something phrase using the word 2020.
That's an interesting question, Ari. There isn't a common English phrase that uses 2020 by itself, but there is a well-known expression. Hindsight is 2020. This phrase means that it's easy to understand what you should have done after something has already happened. The 2020 refers to perfect vision, normal eyesight. So, hindsight is 2020 means you can see clearly what was right or wrong after the event, but not before. For example, I should have saved more money, but hindsight is 2020. Now I know I should have saved, but I didn't realize it before. Is this the phrase you were thinking of? Would you like to practice using it in a sentence, or do you want to ask about another expression?
How do you pronounce hindsight?
Good question. Hindsight is pronounced hindsight. The first part, hind, rhymes with find, and the second part, sight, is like sight in eyesight. So it sounds like hindsight, hindsighto in Japanese katakana. Would you like to practice saying hindsight is 2020 in a sentence? Or do you want to try another?
I'm gonna try sentence. I should have taken a medicine in the first place, but it's hindsight 2020.
Great try, Ari. Your sentence is very natural. Here's a small correction to make it sound even better. I should have taken medicine in the first place, but hindsight is 2020. Just remember to say hindsight is 2020. You don't need a before medicine unless you mean a specific pill. Would you like to try another sentence with this phrase? Or is there another expression you want to practice?
Hindsight is 2020. Please give me some example using the phrase hindsight is 2020.
Of course. Here are a few example sentences using hindsight is 2020. One, I didn't bring an umbrella because the weather looked fine, but then it rained. Hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight
Two,
is 2020.
We invested in the wrong company, but hindsight is 2020. Three, I wish I had studied harder for the test, but hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight is 2020.
Four, she regrets not traveling more when she was younger, but hindsight is 2020. Would you like to try making your own sentence with hindsight is 2020?
Sorry, I don't have enough time because I have a reservation for dentist today.
No problem at all, Ari. You did a wonderful job today. Your sentences are getting more natural, and you practiced using new phrases like hindsight is 2020 very well. I'm glad you reviewed and corrected your sentences right away.